And now a special video honoring tonight's Global Philanthropy honoree, Anne Gloag.
Scottish transportation mogul Anne Gloag made her fortune transporting passengers by bus throughout the UK. But as a philanthropist committed to bettering the lives of those less fortunate, Anne set her sights on the third world, where more than 2 million women and girls suffer needlessly from obstetric fistula, a condition that leaves them incontinent after prolonged childbirths that their newborns rarely survive. These women are too often condemned to lifetimes of suffering, both physically and emotionally, stigmatized, sometimes even cast out by their husbands and communities.
The reason it's such an enormous problem in Africa is really down to the lack of good maternal health care.
And all you need is some decent anesthesia, a table that tilts back, and some decent sutures, and you can cure that patient.
Gloag recently partnered with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to produce a documentary, voiced by Meryl Streep, to call attention to the plight of these women.
Hope is being able to see that there is light, despite all of the darkness.
I'm sorry I'm not able to be there tonight to accept this award in person. I'm truly honoured that Variety and Unite for Humanity have chosen me for the award, and I'm sincerely grateful. The reason the film was made was to highlight the plight of women with fistula. They are outcasts and have no voice. It's wonderful that through tonight's events, their voices are finally being heard. There are a few people I would like to say thank you to. The producers, Adam Friedman and Ian Kennedy. And a big thanks to Meryl Streep for the narration, and to my great friend Melinda Gates. But tonight I'm accepting this award on behalf of the women with fistula. Thank you, and have a great evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage humanitarians and the producers of Oscar-nominated documentary Body Team 12, David Darg and Bryn Musser.
Thank you so much. We're incredibly honored to be here to give this award to our dear friend, Olivia Wilde. We were just laughing backstage that we don't spend a lot of time in suits with Olivia. We're normally in raggy t-shirts riding on the back of motorcycles and pickup trucks with her, so this is a strange situation for us indeed. We've worked with Olivia for the last 6 years all over the world, from Port-au-Prince, Haiti to Senegal, working on some of the most important global issues of our time, from cholera to most recently Ebola and community health workers.
This time last year, I was in a hazmat suit in Monrovia, Liberia, documenting the Ebola crisis as it unfolded. I was with a team of brave young Liberians that were on the front lines of the fight, collecting bodies off the streets of Monrovia. And I showed the footage to Olivia, and we asked her, can you help us take this story to the world as a tribute to these brave Liberians? She hopped on board, and now we're nominated for an Oscar. So it's really exciting. Please support us on Sunday.
I think that's the power of Olivia. You know, one of the first places we showed Body Team 12 was at the Forbes 400 conference, and President Clinton and Bill Gates introduced the film, and we showed it, and we're sort of with Olivia sheepishly walking off stage, and Olivia said, we have to ask these billionaires for money. We can't go off the stage without asking. And so she said, you know, who would give money to help support a program that the protagonist of our film has, which supports children who lost both parents to Ebola. And in 3 minutes, she raised enough money to take care of 300 of those kids for 2 years. So that's the power of our dear friend, Olivia Wilde. There's a video here.
Even before the devastating earthquake of 2010, actress Olivia Wilde was traveling to Haiti and working with Artists for Peace and Justice to expand educational opportunities there and to bring other much-needed resources to an already impoverished nation. After the earthquake, Olivia was so moved and so angered by the ravages of a cholera outbreak that many believe could have been prevented. She herself produced a bold and very personal documentary aimed at preventing such a thing from happening again.
Olivia, just all the way to the end.
Olivia has always made philanthropy a priority, and she's made it a personal mission to use her own success and celebrity as an instrument of positive change for women and children around the world.
Hey, Olivia.
These are my new friends.
All right.
In 2012, Olivia traveled to Kenya alongside Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter Nicholas Kristof to help shine the light on some of that nation's most courageous women who, through their own sheer will and ingenuity, are rising above oppression and creating opportunity for themselves, their families, even entire communities.
I've been very curious about the effectiveness of microfinance, the process of investing in small business owners around the developing world.
Are there waterborne illnesses that have spread through Quebec in the past?
Yeah.
I was raised in a household full of really passionate activists. My grandparents are journalists, my parents are journalists, my uncles are journalists, and they've all been war correspondents of different types. I sort of took for granted that it was part of who I was, that I had been formed by these people to move through the world in a specific way with a certain awareness.
A year after Kenya, Olivia was turning the lens back on the developing world, this time visiting Senegal, a region plagued by deadly but often preventable and treatable illnesses. Shortly after this trip to Senegal, Olivia found out that she was expecting. Becoming a mother herself only deepened Olivia's resolve to advocate for the welfare of women and children everywhere, which makes her perfectly cast in the role of artist ambassador for Save the Children USA. Olivia is now focusing on Save the Children's coordinated efforts to combat crisis-level mortality rates amongst newborns in developing countries, and amongst new moms as well, too many of whom are still losing their lives from complications during childbirth, due largely to a lack of access to even the most basic health care. For all of the lives that will be changed, even saved, because of the work she's doing, we simply say to Olivia Wilde,